Hello friends, this is Hedda. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another vlog. I tried something for the first time this month, which was going to a convention. So instead of a regular market, which I've done several times, which is just one day somewhere in the city here in Oslo, I went to Porsgrunn, which is a city a couple of hours drive south of Oslo, and I went to a 3-day convention. So I had 3 days of market basically. So this video is going to be a lot of prepping for the convention and also what it was like at the convention, and then I'll do a little summary, I guess, at the end of the video. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Oh, coffee's a little bitter today. All right, hello. It is Monday. I just got into the office and today I want to start editing a vlog. Not this one, but the previous one, moving into the office and all that. I also want to start drawing the May Patreon stickers, but also the April printables. And I want to schedule some pictures and reels for Instagram. I find that really hard lately for some reason. I think I'm gonna start with a little bit of editing just to get into work mode, because it was really hard to get up this morning. Some days are just like that. Turns out I did not follow my own plan, because what I decided to do instead was work on some new pins and some new stamps that I've been wanting to make. So I just finished up some designs that I had been working on a little bit, and I sent them off to my manufacturers. So I did that, and then I have also been editing my vlog. You know, plans change. Sometimes you gotta just do what feels right in the moment, and this did feel right. Obviously the manufacturing does take a while, so it's better to get anything that needs to be manufactured done quickly. I do want to have a shop update in April, and if I'm going to be able to do that as early as possible, I need to, you know, get those manufactured products in. I also have a big convention coming up in April, and I want some new products for that, and products that might do well at a convention. So yeah, that's why the pins, because I think the pins might be good for a convention. It is definitely not warm enough for this outfit, but I'm so sick of winter, so I'm starting spring early. I got Starbucks today because I had a gift card, and it's so disappointing. The milk is almost not even steamed. It's like warm milk with espresso. But I got something that might make it a little bit more fun to do flatlays, because my plan from now on is to take photos of my journals the old-fashioned way. It's been a long time since I had a dedicated space to take photos of my journals, so for the most part I've just kind of been holding them up against my gallery wall and just snapping a photo that way. And it's very easy. It's very low effort, which has been perfect for me. It's just not the same with these plain walls in here. So I think flatlay is what will be good. I have these ribbons and lace and stuff that I want to use. Got a few different kinds. Actually, I got a whole little box full of them. So I'm gonna use those. And then I went and got some silk flowers, fake flowers. I actually really dislike fake flowers, or it's more that I prefer real flowers. So I got one that is supposed to look like cherry blossoms. And it's pretty good. And then I got this one, which I thought was like even prettier. These ones are supposed to be also cherry blossoms, it says, but I guess yellow ones. I haven't seen that before, but I guess that exists. So I'm gonna use these in some pictures, and I think that will look nice, just as like a little detail. You know, taking Instagram photos has gotten more complicated since the format changed, because it was so much easier to take a picture of a notebook when the photo was square. But now that it's rectangular, you gotta add a lot more decoration, I guess, to make it look nice. For like other photos, like actual photos of like people or places or whatever, not flatlays, I think that the new format is good. I like it. I also like scrolling through the bigger photos. But for myself and for my flatlays, not so good. Okay, it is a new week. I have not slept very well and only like 3 hours, I think. So today might turn out to be a short day in the office, but I want and need to send out some orders today. So I think that's going to be my main focus, and then take them to the post office on my way home. We'll see how sleepy I am after packing orders. This past weekend I spent at the cabin with my good friends Gard and Min. If you're Norwegian, you might know them as Veganerruta. They're in the food niche, specifically vegan food. They are really good guys. I grew up with Gard, so pretty much can't remember a time when we weren't friends. He's also part of the reason why I grew up drawing so much, because that's what we would do together when we were hanging out. Like, of course we would play like other children, but we were also drawing. So yeah, like my friendship with him is a big part of the reason why I love art so much. And I think that's really beautiful. So just had a relaxing weekend at the cabin. Now it's back to a full week at the office. Lots of things are happening this week, actually. It's going to be a very fun week for me, and I'm determined to make the office days fun and productive as well. So now I'm going to eat some breakfast, which I haven't done, drink some coffee, and get started on orders. Okay, so what I've done is I have generated a pick list, and what that means is that it's a list of all the products in the unfulfilled orders. So I know that all of these products are going to be in the orders that I'm packing today. It's 29 orders that I'm going to pack right now. I have just prepared all the stickers and washi tape that will go in the orders. So we have these sticker sheets. These are regular sticker sheets, and then we have some Patreon exclusive stickers, both vinyl and sticker sheets. These are the ones that I make for my patrons each month. They have an exclusive theme, exclusive stickers, and the vinyl stickers often have these kind of special effects, like this one, which is all sparkly. So these get sent out to my patrons every month, but then the overstock, not the overstock, but I always have to order a little bit more than I use just to make sure that I have enough. Suddenly there is a problem with the colors or the cut, or something else happens that can cause me to not have enough. So I always prepare and make more than I need, and the leftovers go in what I call the secret shop. And the secret shop is in my shop website. So when you go to ikigaipapier.com and you look in the main menu up top, you can see the secret shop, and that page is password protected, and my patrons have the password. So every month I write a newsletter on Patreon just to update everyone on what's going on, what my plans are, what's coming up, what's been happening. And I also put the secret shop password and also a 15% discount code, which all of my patrons have. Doesn't matter what tier, everyone has access to the discount code. So if you are going to order from my shop, I do recommend becoming a patron, actually, because you could be saving more than you are paying, especially if you're planning on making a big order. I think that 15% discount code is pretty good. So that's that. Then I have a little bit of washi tapes, not too many this time around. Some more vinyl stickers, a postcard, and then the 2024 bullet journal collection stickers. I call it a bullet journal collection, but it's more like a yearly set of sticker sheets where each sheet has a different theme. So 12 different themes in the bundle. So I have these in like a coated matte paper version and also a washi sticker version, like washi sticker. So now that I have picked everything, here I have the freebie sticker sheets. I need to make new ones pretty soon. I've got 2 different ones at the moment, and I use them kind of interchangeably. These are the 2 that I have right now. So they just have, it's kind of, instead of having a thank you card or a business card, these are little mini sticker sheets, and they also have the website, my Instagram, my email. So, if you have any issues with your order or you have any questions or just anything really, you can just email me on this email address. There is also a chat function in the website, so you can use that as well. So yeah, now I am going to go through each order one at a time and pack it up. let's try that. Oh, it looks dumb. I am definitely feeling a little bit under the weather. You can probably hear it as well. I have a cold and it's very annoying. So far though, like no fever or headache or anything. So that's why I am here at the office because I know what you're gonna say. Like, just stay home and rest and get better. Just take some time off. But that's not really how it works when you are self employed, you know? No one's gonna do the work for me. So if I'm not doing the work, nobody is. It's okay though. I've gotten a smoothie today. I'm drinking tea. My favorite to get at home is to just slice up some lemon and ginger and just a little bit of honey and just pour boiling water over it and let it steep for a little bit. That's what I really want now, but I don't have any of that here. So I guess regular tea it is. The plan today was actually to film my April plan with me, but because I have a cold, my brain is just working a little bit slower than usual. I think I'm also talking a bit slower than usual. Last night, I just did a little sketch, not a sketch, I just did a little drawing on this paper pad of kind of my idea for April. Let's see. Focus, focus, focus on the frog. Camera, there it is. Oh, it's cute. Because I want April to be frogs and cherry blossoms. I mean, April is always cherry blossoms. In my journal, that's what I'm doing, and I just wanted to kind of see how I felt about the frog. And so I think because of how I'm feeling, it's going to be like a multiple day project. See if I can do a little bit today, maybe do some sketching today, and then be ready to film it tomorrow morning. And then I'm also getting my eyelashes refilled tomorrow, so that's kind of a weird day because my appointment is in the middle of the day. A perk of being self-employed, I guess. But if I come in early to the office, I think I could get most of it filmed before my appointment. And then I would like to. I've been doing a lot of collage themes lately. I'm just flipping through my journal here. I've just been doing a lot of collage themes so far this year, and I thought it could be nice to do a drawing heavy theme. Yeah. Something devastating happened yesterday, actually. Part of the reason why this office was so attractive to me was that is right next to an actual post office. Now tell me why, when I went to drop off packages yesterday, the post office is closed. Like, it's actually closed down. I'm hoping that they're just renovating, but it might actually be closing permanently. And that is devastating news to me. Okay, my desk is a mess, but I'm gonna start sketching a little bit because my brain is just not working. And I think just some sketching and like mindless, like I can listen to a book or something, that might be good. Okay, it's been a little bit of a weird few days. I still have a cold. Yesterday was actually pretty bad. I tried filming my April plan with me, got about halfway through it, and I just had to go home and go to bed. So yeah, I took it easy and that was a good thing. I woke up today feeling a lot better. I just sound a lot worse. Should probably stay in today as well, but I'm not. I'm going out. There's this coffee shop here in Oslo called Fuglen. It's one of my favorites. It becomes a bar in the evening, so it's like coffee shop and bar. And they do these free concerts now and then. So tonight, well, I've only been to the jazz concerts before, but tonight is like a bossa night, I guess. So me and my friends are gonna go there. We're gonna get some udon first because there's this udon pop-up right next to it that I haven't tried yet. So we're gonna do that. I think some udon, like the soup, will be really, really good for me. And then yeah, going to the bar after. And tomorrow I will edit my plan with me because I did manage to finish filming it today. So it turned out so cute. I'm so excited to edit it and like show you guys. I think the lighting is subpar, but you know, it's better than no video at all, right? I am struggling a little bit with the address labels at the moment because they get cut off one at a time like this. Before, I would just use my Dymo to cut the address labels, and so although there was not really a good way for me to print multiple addresses at a time except for the return labels, at least I didn't have to like peel off every single one from the backing paper, and then they're static and it just gets stuck to my hands. It's very annoying. I believe that I'll be able to streamline this more in the future. I just have to take the time to figure it out. I'm already struggling with the Brother software recognizing my Excel files as databases, but you know, I'm doing my best with what I have. I want to be done with this because this is not prepping for the weekend. Like, I have the convention this weekend, which is hopefully what this vlog will be all about. There's a lot of things I need to prep for that. And it's difficult because I don't really know exactly where to start. I have very little branding because I don't usually do that many markets. Like, I've done a few markets in Oslo before, but they are a one day, like 5-hour thing. And they don't really require very much branding because most of the people who are there are hobbyists. So they are like making handmade stuff as a hobby and kind of selling it for fun. They're not there as a business. So for those places, it feels more correct to tone it down a little bit, make it more personal, less professional, if that makes sense. Like, professional enough so that people will want to buy, but not so professional that it feels like a big business, if that makes sense. Gotta put the do not bend on the UK ones because the postal store, like Royal Mail, will mess up these envelopes. It's really interesting seeing an envelope like this and thinking, I'm gonna bend this, but that's just me. Last month I put the do not bend on all of the envelopes but I don't think it's going to be necessary because it is mostly mail to the UK that has this problem. Also, I wonder how I will do that. I return address labels once this roll runs out because I don't really want to print these on the brother, but my Dymo has canceled its live subscription, and so I'm actually really annoyed with Dymo because first, like, they have this rule that you can only use their brand labels, and they are quite expensive. And then, like, mine died on me last year in the fall, and I had to spend a day with customer service, just doing all this troubleshooting and sending them all this evidence that it wasn't working. And then they sent me a replacement, but it was a refurbished one. It wasn't a brand new one. And now that one isn't working just a few months later. And there's just so many problems. And the only thing that has worked, at least a little bit, ever since it started acting up, is to like delete and reinstall the software every time I want to use it, and that is just so inconvenient. Nails are done. I think they look so cute. I was originally going for like a darker shade of blue, but this one is pretty cool. It's got kind of a cat eye effect. I really like it. Anyway, had to, of course, leave the office to get my nails done. And I don't think I'm gonna go back today. I think, well, we'll see. I need to go look for some boxes that I can transport my products in to get to the convention, because I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do that. Also, I'm wondering if I should focus on finishing sewing one of my costumes for the weekend, or if I should go back to the office and do more Patreon Happy Mail. But I think I'm gonna do boxes, costumes, and accounting, because I also need to do my accounting before I go. I need to do my VAT report. That's not fun at all, but at least my nails are cute. Just went to pick up the vinyl stickers for my patrons. The sticker sheets are also arriving today. I'm still having a little bit of trouble with getting things delivered to the office, so this was delivered to my house, my apartment. But the sticker sheets, I managed to get them sent to a pickup point not too far away from the office, so I'm gonna go get them later. But now, let's open these. This is the manufacturer that I use for my vinyl stickers. They have printers in a lot of places. Like, they have a separate one in the US. This particular one that I use is located in Sweden, which means that the shipping is really fast. And the turnaround is really fast too. It usually only takes a few days. Like, if I order them on a Monday, they'll be here maybe on a Thursday or something like that. Here we go, here they are. Ooh, I really like their matte stickers. I think they look so nice. I think I ordered transparent stickers, so let's just double check. Yes. So it is transparent, which I think looks really nice with this design. Currently prepping for markets. Con, actually, Artist Alley. It's a little bit different from a market because a market is usually a day, like 4 to 6 hours in one day, but this con is 3 days, so 2 full days, 5 hours on Friday, 9 hours on Saturday, and 8 hours on Sunday or something like that. So it's going to be a long weekend, and I need to get all of my inventory there. So I'm gonna go for my usual market setup, kind of, but with some changes. So I have bought a cage, not a cage, but I bought these like wire thingies that you can build. You can build kind of a wall. I've seen other artists do that at artist alleys and figured I would try it. So of course I bought a pink one. I've got my pink tablecloth that I'm going to use. I'm like pointing down there as if you can see it. It's all just in an IKEA bag. I got some new baskets for displaying products. I figured this one could be nice for like a little bit of everything, like a little bit of washi tapes, a little bit of stamps, pins. Got like 4 of these baskets. Think that'll be good. And then my microphone died and I didn't notice, so there's no sound in the rest of these clips. So I'll just do a quick little voiceover instead. See me clipping the microphone to myself, thinking this is going great, when in fact it was not going great. Anyway, I got these shallow boxes because that way I could use the same storage that I already used for my stickers, just place it in the box, put the lid on, and then as long as the box is treated well and not turned on its side or on its head, all the stickers can just be transported this way. And I can tell you, it worked really well. So I'm very happy with this solution. And because the boxes are fairly small, there's a limit to how heavy I can make them, you know? And that way it's just easier to carry them around. I have no idea what I was talking about here, but I was getting started on figuring out what to bring to the convention. I didn't know which stickers to bring or not to bring, so I decided to bring a little bit of everything, and that is a lot. So I didn't bring that many of each sheet and each vinyl sticker, but I did bring a little bit of everything. I didn't have room to actually show everything at the convention, but this way I was able to switch out what I had displayed every day. So I had different stuff sitting out on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then if people remembered something they saw the day before, I could just get it from the back. And this did happen quite a few times because more people were shopping on Saturday and Sunday than on Friday. So I think that worked out okay. Now, I did bring a lot of stuff, like the car was full, and I probably won't bring that much the next time I go to a convention, but still it was fun to try. Another thing is that because this is a very different event than the markets I usually go to, the visitors, like the customers, look for different things. So I had no idea what would sell and what wouldn't. So that was very insightful. Here I am picking up the sticker sheets that arrived that day, and I was very excited to see them because I had some restocks and also the Patreon sticker sheets for this month, and the result was really, really great. I had the same problem again with the mic not working, so I have a lot of clips of me talking about the stickers but no sound at all, so very disappointing, and I will not be making this mistake again. These were a bit late because I was so sick. Like, I was a lot sicker than I thought I was. I didn't really want to admit that to myself, I think. But at this point I was a lot better, so it was working out okay. It's always so exciting to get new sticker sheets in the mail because it's just so fun to unpack something that you made yourself. Like, I drew all of these and here they are. That's a really great feeling, and I was very excited about these particular sticker sheets because they look a little bit different, like the Patreon stickers. These were restocks. This is one of my best-selling stickers, actually, the Cozy Hour. And I also restocked the Moon and the Sun Goddess stickers, and also I love the Spring Bloom stickers. So that was nice. And then here are the Patreon sticker sheets, and I drew a bunad because my theme for May is going to be all about bunad and rosemaling and Norwegian flora. So very excited about these. I made a little border or like corners with rosemaling, which is a traditional Norwegian art style, instead of doing that top bar, the top colored bar that I normally do. I do want to experiment a little bit more with sticker sheets for my patrons this year, just to change it up now and then, and this was the first of those. I was very happy with this batch of stickers. There were no mistakes as far as I could tell. And I think that the sticker sheet goes really well with the vinyl sticker. So for the sticker sheet I drew Setesdalsbunad, and for the vinyl sticker I drew Nordlandsbunad. So those are two different traditional costumes in Norway. One of the rarest ones and also one of the more common ones. Nordlandsbunad is considered by very many to be like the prettiest bunad, so that one is a fan favorite, and the Setesdalsbunad, which is the one that I have, is one of the rarer ones and more unique ones, I would say, because the skirt is so short. So yeah, a little bit different, and I think that's fun that there's a lot of different bunads. Little update from me this morning. Gosh, my bangs are not even at all. I had to take a slow morning at home. I'm gonna head to the office now though. But I had a slow morning. I stayed up late finishing a costume. If anyone can tell just by looking at this what it is, then good job. This is one part of it. This is another. If you grew up in the 90s and early 2000s, and are a girl, you might know. I've been feeling like crap like all day yesterday and today, and I just needed a slow morning where I wasn't like trying to get to the office as early as possible. And I took home the Patreon thank you cards so that I could just write on them this morning, which I did. So now I'm gonna head into the office. I'm gonna buy stamps on the way there, and then yeah, pack up the Patreon stuff, pack up some shop orders, and then do all the other things that need to be done.
The places that we ate, you cut through the noise. I wish I knew what you were thinking of. One last drink before it's time to go home. I had my chance, but I screwed it up once more. It's been years and it still kills me. Your dynamite so fucking pretty. Hold on, darling, don't let me down. Hope that you feel it too, just give me a sign. 'Cause I know it ain't over. You feel it too, right? So until next time, hold on, darling, don't let me go. I wanna see if you're the soul, just hold me close. 'Cause I know it ain't over. You feel it too, right? So until next time. Lost in the crowd, but yeah, you drown out the sound. I wish I knew what you were thinking about. Is this thing in my head delusional till I die, babe? At least we stand a chance then, right? It's been years and it still kills me. Your dynamite so fucking pretty. Hold on, darling, don't let me down. Hope that you feel it too, just give me a sign. 'Cause I know it ain't over. You feel it too, right? So until next time, hold on, darling, don't let me go. I wanna see if you're the soul, just hold me close. 'Cause I know it ain't over. You feel it too, right? So until next time, I'll leave alone, and just like that I'm back to being sober. We'll leave it all aside, 'cause this way will never be over. You leave alone, and just like that you're back to being sober. You feel it too, right? So until next time.
Hello, it is me. at the end of a work day. It's around 9 p.m. and I'm working more because of this brilliant cosplay idea that my friend Julie had. Ooh, that's gonna be messy. Which I guess I haven't really talked to the camera about yet. So this is kind of out of character for me. I haven't really done this before. So my friend Julie is coming with me to the convention to help me. She suggested we cosplay because it is that kind of convention. And I figured, when in Rome, I might enjoy it and I might see more sales if we partake in the fun. So this week has been super intense because I've been working on my regular stuff in the daytime in the office, and then I come home and I work on the costumes. So we have 2 costumes. I mean, the convention is 3 days, but I think on Friday, the first day, we're not gonna do any costumes. We'll see. Oh my gosh, it is so much work and I regret not having done it sooner, of course. Hindsight is 2020. It is what it is. So we are cosplaying some fun magical girls. First, we of course are gonna cosplay Sailor Moon. Well, specifically, I'm gonna be Sailor Venus. Julie is going to be Sailor Jupiter. This way we don't really need any fancy hairstyles or anything. And then we also decided to kind of design our own witch costumes. And if you don't know Witch, it is this Italian graphic novel from like the early 2000s. Some people might know the animated show better, but for me it was the graphic novel. I ate it up. I loved it so much, and so I figured, why not do that? And it might be a little bit old school for a lot of the kids at the convention, but that's fine. If someone recognizes us, that would be really fun. We didn't want to do like a particular costume just because that seemed like it would be really hard, and also we didn't want to deal with wigs or anything. We decided to just kind of sew our own stuff and just have it be witch coded and like the witch colors. Also, I can't sew. This was my first sewing project. I bought a sewing machine for Black Friday last year, but I wasn't able to open it. Partly because of, the kittens and everything. That would have been a disaster. But also, I've been so busy and kind of depressed this winter, so it just wasn't in the cards. But now I had a very good reason to get started on it, so that's what I did. I'm very proud to have sewn a skirt and a top. Yeah, kind of missed the timeline, I guess. My skirt is definitely more 2010s than it is 2000s, but that's all right. So what I'm doing right now is I am painting some boots. I figured with the short skirt I should have some knee-high boots, very much like Will in Witch. Actually, my whole costume is very Will coded, because it has like the green miniskirt and the top is purple and kind of has these like flared sleeves, which was unintentional. I was just trying to find something that I would be able to make with my limited skills. So I just got these fall leather boots off of Tice, which is an app here in Norway where you can buy used clothes, and well, not just clothes, but all kinds of things. So I got these today. We're leaving tomorrow, so this is really, really last minute. And I'm just painting them purple. I'm hoping that the paint will stick. I haven't like prepped the boots or anything. This is just really low effort. So yeah, this is fun. Good morning from sunny Skien. The convention is actually in a different city, Porsgrunn, but I got a really good deal on a hotel in Skien, and it's like a 15-minute drive from this hotel to the other town. It's a beautiful day. Rigging started last night, but we arrived way too late for that. I'm gonna go rig our table around noon because that's when they open for rigging, and then the convention itself doesn't open till 4. But because Julie, who is helping me out, she has an actual job, so, and it is a Friday, so she's working from home. So I'm gonna go rig by myself, and then I'm gonna go pick her up just before the convention opens. That'll be good. So I'll be driving back and forth quite a bit, and I need to charge the car. Anyway, I'm just finishing up gluing the wings for her witch costume. I mean, the wings, they look great. I am very proud of these wings that I just kind of, well, for lack of a better word, I winged them. Just black paper and some like foil, and they look really good. It's just that gluing them with this like steel wire has been a little bit difficult. Here are the rest of them on top of my pajamas and my costume. I think I look cute in my dress, and it's gonna be like 17 degrees today, so basically summer, right? Right, so I was able to unload everything, drive to a charging station, put the car into charge so I can start setting up, prepping everything, and then I'll pick up the car, go pick up Julie, and then the convention starts. So yeah, that's exciting. I got double tables, but they put them kind of behind each other, which is really weird. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm not sure what to do yet. Also, this con seems quite small, so I don't know. I'm hoping that there will be enough customers for it to be worth it to be here the entire weekend. The con is about to officially open. I need to get a coffee before then. Overall, I'm pretty happy with my setup for it being the first time I'm setting up something like this with a grid and everything. It was a bit harder than I anticipated, but I think it will be good. The room is very dark and black. It's like a stage room, kind of. I'd say there are about 20 or 15 stands in total, maybe. So not that big, and a lot of variation in products, which is good. Less competition for my stickers.
曖昧な距離さえ甘くてほんの少しでもこの夜に酔わせて溶けてく夜明けにこれが最後の願いね嘘でもいいからみんなないものねだりね
Julie has sewn an amazing costume. You're gonna see that later. Here's her Sailor Jupiter costume. My eclectic collection of shoes for the weekend. Me, just woken up. Can't show myself like this on the internet.
I couldn't choose. Og så må vi også finne ut om vi skal ha noen andre ark. Jeg tok ikke bort alle de rosa. Alt er bra! Skal vi se.
Er det det, Hedda?
Den skal ikke...
Er det det?
Er det det?
Hva var du?
Jeg vil ha den. I'm switching this for this. It's very funny. It's really fun.
Photobomb.
Så vet jeg det der.
Her er Sailor Venus, klar for business. Hun skal på jobb.
Jeg skal på jobb, ja. Sånn er min jobb.
Ja. Krevende stil.
Ja.
Ok, er du klar for siste dag for Kawaiicon?
Ja. Klar. Yay!
Du skal kaffe nå? Ja.
Ja, fordi du husker kaffen min, så den ligger i veska.
Åh,
Manager.
til deg?
Manager.
Manager. Skal ikke være lett. Hva er mitt?
Ja. Day 3 of the con, not sure if the mic is working, but if it is, you'll be able to hear me well. We have 3 hours left before the show ending show starts. So 4 hours left of the con, but 3 hours left until we rig down, pack up. Yeah. It's been a good day so far, so I'm happy with that. And Julie is the best possible helper I could have because she will do anything I ask her to, even if it means dancing in the middle of the artist alley to show off our cosplays. So thanks, Julie.
雨上がりたどってこればかりを持って頭の中に響く声見えすいた嘘で似たようなセリフ並べてばかりねからくりなんて暴いたってきっと行く末は同じ素直になんて求めてない消えた綺麗にもう Goodbye 伝えてよ Goodbye 君からも Tonight そばにいたって戸惑うだけ継ぎはぎだらけの言葉で枯れ葉道たどってあの日の夕暮れ蘇る君の声見えすいた嘘もいつか愛せるって思ってたのにねからくりなんて暴いたってきっと行く末は同じ素直になって求め合えたらって嘘のままで綺麗にも Goodbye 伝えてよ Goodbye 君からも
Det låter som att jag har det bra.
Yay!
Pyjama.
Ja, jeg vet. Det stopper aldri, liksom.
Pyjama.
Kan vi ikke ha litt fri? Whew, wow. It's Monday. Just got back from Kawaiicon last night. It got quite late. It was raining so much on the way back. This morning I went to take everything back to the office, everything like all the products and all the shop stuff back to the office, which was an entire ordeal again. My body and my brain is just telling me that I need to take a break, so that's what I'm doing. I was supposed to work today, pack orders and stuff, just do office things, but instead I went to the beach, had a coffee, a cinnamon roll, went to pick some flowers in the forest, just touching grass literally after this weekend. Just some self-care, you know. I feel like I need it, so today it's gonna be a slow day. I need to, you know, go home and do laundry and unpack and all of that, clean a little bit. And then it's Easter week, so mostly everything's gonna be closed from like Thursday. So I think I'm gonna go to the office tomorrow and Wednesday, but after that, I don't really know. I'll kind of play it by ear, I guess. Take it easy, because I need it. It's not looking very spring-like in my background here because of all the fallen leaves from the fall. But there's green grass coming up everywhere. And these, hvitveis, we call these in Norwegian, when these show up, you know it's springtime. So just enjoying the bird sounds and the sun and yeah, everything. It is now Thursday. It is the beginning of Easter. After that last clip, I worked on Tuesday, took yesterday off, and today I took like half the day off to make cinnamon rolls and just clean. And I feel much better, very refreshed. I'm not really an extroverted person, so going to this convention and like being on for almost 4 days straight, it took a lot out of me. Of course, it was so much fun, but I do feel exhausted after talking to so many different people. So I definitely needed some time to land afterwards, which I feel like I have. So let's just talk about the convention, because the question I've gotten the most, I guess, from like family and friends is, was it worth it? And I think there are different ways to answer that question, because in terms of money, it probably wasn't. Like considering all the work I put in the week before the convention and also the time spent at the convention, money invested into equipment for the booth, the costumes, the parking ticket I got. It was probably not worth it in terms of all of those things. However, it was definitely worth it in terms of getting to network with other small businesses. Like I made a couple of really great friends, Pernille and Eibike from Denmark. They had their booths next to mine and Julie's, and they were so great. They were the best neighbors we could have asked for. I got so many ideas. Pernille had so many tips for me for my booth, for the setup and everything, things that I can improve on for next time. So I am really happy about that. Eibike and I bonded over our love for junk food fantasy novels. And it was just overall a very good time. And of course, I met a lot of other booth owners, like small businesses. But of course, the time with them is limited because everyone has things to do all the time and customers and everything, but it was easy to talk to the girls sitting right next to us. Also, it was amazing getting to meet so many people. I was not expecting anyone to know who I was. So when I attend markets in Oslo now, I usually meet people who has either like bought from me at a market in the past or someone who follows me on Instagram or on YouTube already, and then they recognize me through that. But it's not that many. And then at this convention, I was not expecting anything like that because it was my first time attending a convention. It's not something that I regularly do, so I didn't expect anyone to know who I was. But there were some con attendees who did recognize me, who had watched my YouTube videos, follows me on Instagram, and that was wild. There was even one girl who recognized me from like way back when I used to write a blog in Norwegian, like end of high school and when I moved to Japan the first time. That was a surreal experience that has only happened once before in my life. So her recognizing me was really weird. I didn't even know what to say. I mean, it was nice. Don't get me wrong. It was so nice talking to her. Of course, now with mochibujo and with Ikigai Papir, you guys don't know much about the me before mochibujo, if that makes sense. So her recognizing me from ages ago, I mean like 2012, 2013, over 10 years ago. That was weird because like not many people read that blog. It was mostly for my own enjoyment and also so that my grandma could read about what I was doing in Japan. But anyway, that aside, it was super nice talking to people. Got so many compliments on my art, which is always wonderful, of course. So if I'm asked whether it was worth it, for that experience, meeting like-minded people who are into art and stickers, then yeah, yeah, it was worth it. So I already have another con this year because I didn't know how Kawaiicon would turn out, but then this winter applications opened for a con here in Oslo, which is going to be in June. It's called MagicCon or Magicon as we would call it here in Norway. It's just 2 days this time, Saturday and Sunday, and it's in Oslo, so I won't have to travel for it. So that's going to be a bit of a different experience. I don't know how big it's going to be in terms of participants, but Kawaiicon was pretty small. It is one of the smaller cons in Norway. It had about 400 ticket holders and then around 100 crew, so 500 people in total, around that. So, you know, if MagicCon is bigger than that, that could be good. Could be nice. And also I will see Pernille there because she is also going, so that will be really nice. It's nice to have made a booth friend, so I hope that we'll sit fairly close to one another. I hope that you enjoyed this slightly different vlog. I mean, I had a lot of fun making it, although I have been so stressed leading up to the con. Basically the whole week beforehand, I went to bed at like 2 or 3 a.m. every night. Woke up early, just tried to get as much work done as I possibly could. Also, like sewing the costumes the same week was a terrible idea, but you live and you learn, right? But now I've got a lot of confidence in my sewing after having sewn a skirt and a top by myself. So my next project is gonna be a beautiful skirt. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyway, that's it for now. I know you guys are waiting for a reading journal update and my next bullet journal video, and those are coming. I'm working on it. Just had to do this convention, something a little bit out of the ordinary, and then I'll be back to normal pretty soon, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to everyone who came and talked to me at Kawaiicon. Thanks to Tuva, who actually recruited me to join Kawaiicon. She found me at a market in Oslo last year and was like, you need to go to Kawaiicon. So it's thanks to her that I went, actually. And of course, a huge thank you to Julie, who came along and helped me out. She was my manager for the entire weekend. She had all the best solutions to all of my problems. She also has some experience with having a booth at a con, so she was a great help. I could not have done it without her, and I would not do a con like this alone by myself. So it's thanks to Julie that I was there and that you're able to have this vlog. It's all thanks to Julie. So everyone, please say thank you to Julie in the comments. She'll be very happy. That's it for now. Put a moon emoji in your comment if you watch this video all the way to the end. I know it's a long one. That's all I've got. I hope that you're all having a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!